Hello everyone. In case you don't know, I'm back in Florence, Kentucky. I did not take a picture of the Florence Hall, but I'm at the Florence Chuck E. Cheese. They updated it to 2.0, and we're gonna go in and play some games, and yeah, and then we'll go to Florence Mall. Hey everybody, what is up? I am in the Florence Chuck E. Cheese, and as you can see, yes, unfortunately they have a video wall and the dance floor. I don't really care for those, but to be honest, I really miss how they had the 2-stage. And plus, this actually used to be a Pizza Time Theater that opened in 1982. Went through some interesting changes. The stage actually used to be on this side, and then it moved to this side when they remodeled Phase 4. So it was interesting, and this made it into the 2020. So that was interesting. Well, this is a fun song, but as you can see, oh wow, they added the superhero playground and the trampoline zone. Bunch of updates here. I don't think I can go into those because it's not like the one in Brandon, Florida, but we're gonna play some games. So yeah. So this is like all the games they have here, so yeah. Now what kind of dance is that? Like the old side slide? But yeah, so I played a bunch of games, like they still have the clown game, the jetpack rider, the jetpack joyrider, some SpongeBob games. There's a bunch of games around here as well, like let me see, oh yeah, they also have that football game, but unfortunately there were no footballs. And at the trampoline zone they only had the Chucky banner. Oh, and they had the Have a Chucky Day. So that's nice. And guess what I was playing? The Spitter Frenzy. That's cool. And not to mention, I got the fries just as a snack and the story. It's kind of better than just having caffeine, so. So, I don't know if you guys know, but there is an animated TV series coming out, and you can tell because these characters. It's called the Chuck E. Cheese, the Chucky and Friends show. You can tell by the design on the dance floor, even though I don't like this. I don't know if there's any dead pixels. I'm pretty sure there is. Oh yeah, there's one right here. But wow, once you look at that, nobody cares about you, fella. But yeah. Oh, and you guys are not gonna believe this, but I bought a couple plushies, and I spent all my tickets on the Play Pass, unfortunately. But I got the Chucky plush, the regular head, and even though it's a big head, but I got the one and only Pasquale the Chef. How cool is that? So just to clarify, Florence, Kentucky, this half right here is the the kiddie area. Yeah, that's mine. I was trying to find it, I had to squat down because how small it is. I don't know why. Thank you. I was looking for that. So apparently, if you guys don't know, this half right here is the kiddie area, and the other is the gaming area, so along with the showroom. So yeah, got the price counter, the salad bar, and all that. So randomly an employee gave me this picture that was stuck, and look how weird I was. I look like a Grinch. Why do I look like this? Oh my god, I'm sorry, but the designer sketchbook, we have to scratch down like this. It's so weird. I wish I was doing that a bit more. Or even the fact that we have to be like a two-person, oh my god. Wow. I don't know what I'm saying, but this is interesting. So hey, you cannot skip out on the cheese spread. It's a last-minute decision. Okay, so let me give you a little history. As I mentioned before, this place used to be a Pizza Time Theater, opened in 1982 with a balcony stage, and I'm sure it had the King. I don't know if it had Dawn Dimples, but I'm sure maybe they had her. And it stayed like this up until the late 80s when they got the porch stage, or actually the rocker stage, with the house and the porch. They had that for a while. Believe it or not, it was one of those stages that was kept until 2003 because they did not get the 2-stage until 2003. And it was all kind of on one side, so yeah, and it did not have operating curtains or the wings, so it was interesting. And plus the stage and the animatronics themselves came from Hampton, Virginia, so that was interesting. And what's really interesting is that this location remodeled in 2010. They moved the stage all the way to the back instead of the right side. And they also moved the doors as well. I did not go to this location until 2014 when I started to tour a little bit, which did not go as planned, but it is what it is. I remember coming here 3 times? Yeah, it was 3 times, and knowing how interesting that this location is, yeah. And they used to have one of the largest sky tubes that would go all the way around, so That was interesting to see. They also had this large sneaker cubby, so that was nice. And believe it or not, the two-stage animatronics were there for a while. They also kept the Pizza Time Theater Munch and Jasper masks, which was interesting. What's interesting enough is that they kept the two-stage through the 2020s, right until they had remodeled to 2.0. And this 2.0 has always had a video wall and a dance floor when it remodeled to 2.0. Unfortunately, they started it on April Fool's Day of 2022, but it is what it is, so it's been there for a few years now. You can tell this is a full-on remodel, not a refresh, so that's really nice. This location and also the one in Eastgate were owned by this franchise company up until 2008, which is why they got the two stages so late, as well as the Studio C that I mentioned about the one in Eastgate, so it was interesting. And yeah, I remember it being interesting, but like, I just wish they kept the animatronics for a while, but unfortunately they didn't, but well, it is what it is, unfortunately. Well, at least they got the legacy locations. That's nice. And they recently added one in the Willdale, Ontario, which is down in Canada. So you got to see the Pizza Time Theater mask Jasper when they're up there. So that's nice. All right, guys. So that'll do for the little Chuck E. Cheese store down in Florence. And cool enough, they got the Florence, y'all, water tower behind me. So that's nice. All right, guys, let's now go to Florence Mall. So now I am at the Florence Mall. I've been there a couple of times, but not as much because I never grew up in Florence, but it's cool I got to visit. They still have the Macy's, but unfortunately they got rid of the Sears several years ago. And they have the water tower right here, the iconic one. But yeah, but it's good to see that they have Macy's here. And interesting enough how they don't have a movie theater in the mall, but like they have it like on the same property. But that's interesting, and I can tell like with the Gold Star Chili that's right around here, yeah, they actually relocated, and I know it because I saw it through the Google Maps. So that's really interesting. So with that being said, let's just go in the mall for a little bit, just probably for another hour, and yeah, we'll head on from there. Not gonna lie, but I like the vibes of this mall. So sure it's a little dark, but like I like how interesting that this really is. Like I like how local it looks, while at the same time it's just your average mall. But you can tell it's portions of the mall is dead, but the others seem fine. Yeah, and I forgot to mention as well that Florence Mall has a few things about like American Eagle Outfitters Bath and Body Works. That's just it's pretty cool right here. Box lunch, I forgot to mention that, and they have the old Boulder Workshop, which is something you don't really see every day. As you can see right down there. They also got Zumiez. They got Foot Locker, Aeropostale, Children's Place, Hats and More. I have never seen a Hats and More in person like that in a long time, nor have I ever seen it or paying attention to it before, but this is nice to see. So I shopped around, and I'm not gonna lie, but they still have some cool shops, such like they have Claire's, they have Hot Topic, Spencer's, GameStop, FYE. In fact, I actually bought something from there for like $10, and apparently they have the mini Nickelodeon section, even though that there's just some that I don't like the fact how they don't have a lot of like music or movies like they used to. But they had some cool stuff, like I bought the SpongeBob socks. Pretty cool, huh? I'll probably wear those for a future Halloween, but this is amazing, honestly. They also have like a lot of Skittles machines. I've not seen a lot of that in malls recently until now, so that's interesting. They have like Victoria's Secret. They have like some like goodies like Auntie Anne's. They have that. They have Great American Cookies. Honestly, they have some good stores, but there's just not a lot like there used to be. And like during the pandemic, the malls started to struggle a lot more, so that's what really sucks. They also have some cool things, like if they have Sbarro, some of the Mexican and Chinese foods once they have Worship Grill or whatever that is. They do have the Great Steak. Oh, well, never mind. The Great Steak is still open. They just don't have the lights on, so they just don't have the lights on the side. That's something. They have the arcade games right here. Not a lot as there is at Chuck E. Cheese and Dave & Buster's. And there's new things, Fun fact, this mall used to have two things, both Gold Star and McDonald's. In fact, I remember when they had those food court offerings when I was a teenager, but unfortunately they got rid of those. I'm like, why the hell would they get rid of them? Well, I think it's probably because, they have like other locations, and it's also because of the lease. That was up. And they also have the second location of Discovery Zone, which is really not like one separate tenant. It's just taking its spot because, believe it or not, with this huge play area that they have right here, there used to be a carousel that would take place in the center. And look at it, I'm like, wow, that is so cool. I mean, I knew it was kind of a smaller version of like Mall of America with the carousel. I did not get to ride it, unfortunately, but looking back, I wish I did, because this new one here, it's like, I mean, it looks like a McDonald's play place when you're in the mall here, but yeah, it's kind of weird, to be quite honest with you guys. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, there's not a lot here at the Florence Mall, but I don't know what to say, but I'm just going to keep going. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. This is me, Byron, signing off. Peace.